As a company, 2013 was quite a difficult year for Rémy Cointreau. We all heard about the China crisis with the new government policy put in place, and I think all big brands were affected by that. And clearly in travel retail we were touched by that as well. We saw a softening of sales in the higher ends of our cognac range. But on the other hand, we did extremely well with the rest of our portfolio. Mount Gay Rum has just launched a new rum, Black Barrel Rum, and it's done extremely well in travel retail, as has Metaxa. Metaxa is a brand you don't talk too much about. Metaxa for us is a brand where we sell 160,000 cases around Central European travel retail. So that's an important brand for us. Cointreau is still doing very well. The famous French liqueur, where we sell about 110,000 cases. We had great success with the launch of Cointreau Noir, a new product for us, which has done extremely well in countries like Australia. If we look at markets further afield, the Americas has performed well, especially Latin America, which is a market that we're seeding. And we still see a lot of green shoots going forward. So in general, it was a mixed year with some ups and downs, but overall not too unhappy with the performance in 2013. I think in travel retail we're blessed with having so many flights coming up, so many new airports opening, and of course with the low-cost carriers coming on board. People are traveling a lot more than they used to. So I wouldn't pick out one region, but if I had to pick out a region such as Antalya in Turkey, we've had enormous success this year, not just with the Russians, but with English and Europeans traveling to that place. So Antalya for us going forward is going to be a big opportunity. Looking further afield, further south, Africa is an area which we've just started to seed this year. There's a lot of opportunity in Africa, not just in South Africa, but in countries like Nigeria, where we haven't even touched the surface yet. So of course the Asian countries continue to grow, but Rémy Cointreau has been pretty present in those markets for a long time, especially in China. The main challenges that we had to face in 2013 and going on to 2014 was the China government policy, which has changed. As I mentioned earlier, it has an effect on all major brands. We now see that leveling out, so we're not getting worse, but it's certainly not getting better. We think as a company that things will improve by the end of this calendar year and moving into Chinese year 2015. But that in a way gives us an opportunity to look at the rest of our portfolio. Whilst our portfolio is not that wide, it's quite deep with some very rich history in our brands. One of the brands that we're very hopeful for going forward is Bruichladdich whiskey, which I'll speak about a bit later. I would say that going forward we have to be very careful. We've seen what's happening to the cigarette industry, which is affecting all of us, not just the cigarette suppliers. We know that cigarettes are a footfall driver into shops, and most people who smoke are buying other categories. That we've seen through all the research. So I think as an industry we should stick much closer together, work much closer with associations like ABTRA, the ETRC, IAA, DFS, and continue to lobby this wonderful industry that we're working with, because today it's cigarettes, tomorrow it could be alcohol or confectionery. So I think, you know, the biggest threat we have is not working together as an industry with all the power brands that we have. Everyone's talking about Asia Pacific. Here at this conference we've heard many people talking about China, India, Southeast Asia growing. For sure, we've seen this part of the world overtake Europe. Generation Best and Most, which are our industry benchmark, had said that Asia would overtake Europe in 2015. We've seen that happen already in 2013. And I think there's no stopping Asia now. Just the sheer number of people that live in this area, the number of new airports opening up. I think there are 40 new terminals opening up in China alone in the next 2 years. India has huge projects for aviation. So I think the future is looking extremely bright, despite the small dips that we have at the moment, for example, in China. Going forward, long term, Asia is the place to be. Therefore, I'm very confident in Asia as a part of the world. And that is why Rémy Cointreau put their travel retail office, myself and my team, here in Singapore 5 years ago, because we could see this coming. So I think we're very, very well placed as a company, Rémy Cointreau GTR, and of course with the brands that we have through Rémy Martin Cognac, but also with the Bruichladdich whiskey. Russian Standard Vodka is a brand which is up and coming. We don't own that brand, but we distribute it worldwide, and we're making some very good inroads. So we're very, very hopeful for this part of the world. 2015 is an exciting year for us. We're looking forward to launching our new range of whiskey, the Bruichladdich range, where we have peated and unpeated versions. We've just started putting it into travel retail in 2014, and we've had a fantastic reception both from the trade but also from consumers alike. I think the two powerhouse brands, Rémy Martin and Cointreau, have a lot of new product development coming on board, so you'll see a lot of that in 2015, working closely with our retailers, working on exclusive products. And we are just launching for the first time in a long history a brand new range exclusive to travel retail for Rémy Martin called the Cellar Master Collection. We've launched it in the US this year, a month ago, and in 2015 that will be the big year for Rémy Martin launching the exclusive range to travel retail.